Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Mount Blade, and I apologise for my face not being directed at the microphone then. Yes, we're playing Mount Blade Warband, the Throne Conquest, a really good mod that adds quite a lot, but keeps quite true to the base game. Now, there's a lot added, so basically we're just going to cover it when we get to it. Now, the mod will be in the description down below. I would recommend it. This mod is actually really fun. Makes the game a bit harder, but again, really fun. So let's get on with it. Now actually, what settings-wise, I can't remember what the settings are basically what the settings are when you download the game, so haven't bothered messing with them because it's just effort. We all know I hate effort, so. Now hopefully the music will not get this banned or anything. If there is no ads, don't worry, I'm not really fussed. So I just enjoy this music, let's play with it. So we're going to play the Throne Conquest, a mod compilation and improvement get mod for Mount Blade. Please select the option. So, assemble all NPCs at the first encountered town. No. And bandit heroes. Now, I do not want this does, so I'm just going to press yes. And let's continue. So, this screen has changed. Now, this story doesn't matter because I've been dabbling with a little bit of story of my own. Now, we are a male, of course. I am, as far as I know, a man. Now, our father, he was a veteran warrior from Caldaria, or from the place we're going to. He fought for years, making money. We just ignored this completely. He was basically a very good warrior. Went from king to king, basically fought everyone, and left to raise a family because he realized that staying there, it's not safe enough to raise a family. So he left. So I spent the most of my early life, because we had a decent amount of money. I was a page at a nobleman's court. My father had somehow placed me there, which was very good of him, and I learnt all the etiquette I needed to be a nobleman. Of course, I wasn't. I would never be the same as them, but I was able to become a squire. Now, I play this because it suits my personal playstyle better. Anyway, back to the story. So I was a squire to a lord, and as soon as I turned 16, we'll say 18, just so because 16 and 18 rods can look very different. I decided to leave because my father had gained money and power as a veteran mercenary in Caldaria or Caldaria, whatever. It's definitely not Caldaria. Basically, we're going there because we want to emulate our father and make money as a mercenary. So let's do so. Calradia, whatever. So we're going to go. So we're going to play realistically. This means I can get fucked over a lot. And we're going to be called Sir Alexander Hill. Okay, so my guy builds around strength. And I was wrong, it's 2 and 2. And strength and these stats pretty much stay the same. Agility will be mimicking strength, but for early on we need the extra point into intelligence. So we're going to get trade and trainer. We're going to max out trainer. Iron flesh we max out. Power strike is already maxed out. We're going to max out shield and athletics because we were going to be very good. And I'm going to actually I favor archery and one-handed technical one-hand, two-hand weapons. So we're going to actually start the timer from here. So this is where the introduction ends and the episode technically begins. So yeah, let's design our character. So I have my face is basically this face, my beard, and the long hair I have is, there it is. So this is me, Sir Alexander. We have a crossbow, a sword, and a nice little shield. So this mod adds Guldar, the Duchy of Guldar. It's basically a very good little area, and it's where I like to start, actually, since I played this. Now, every nation has changed. They're not the same. Normally, I would start in the Nords. For reasons I don't want, for reasons I'll get into later, I'm not going to. We're going to be starting the Duchy of Guldar. So let's go. So we just landed in Lorraine after spending weeks on an uncontrollable sea. Here, despite the snow and blows, the environment seems friendly. You believe that these lands can provide you with the great wealth if you manage to remain smart and brisk. But you understand that you will have to explore all towns and villages and meet new people in order to gain such a great power. You're exhausted by the time you find the inn in Guldar and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs on the back of your neck, on your neck on end. Sorry, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. So, true to Mountain Blade, we literally just have to deal with a couple of people to begin. Well, actually, I think it's just one person. Here he is. Must admit, crossbows are pretty easy to use now. Oh, God. Normally 2 shots will kill him. There we go. So, I will probably be playing a lot of the fights in first person later on in the game, but for now, we'll play in third person. So, we'll do the tutorial. It's basically, if you guys want to play this, this is what you'll have to do. It's a really good way to make money. I was going to do it anyway, but I'll read for it. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less for you to trouble you on our streets at night. Although, heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. So, the merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street, and then finally, convinced you have not been followed, comes near to speak to you. Now, the house in area for this place will actually leave you inside a room, and you will need to go upstairs. Do not go downstairs, go upstairs. He's not downstairs, I checked. I spent 10 minutes looking for him until I realised I wasn't upstairs. So here he is, the merchant of Guldar. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, death, love of violence. Recently, however, or love of violence, I apologise, I didn't see the order. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us because of all the fighting on the frontiers, fewer men to keep an eye on the streets. But I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particular tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking, a lad from the prominent house, out alone after dark in the times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here, and they didn't know how bad things have become. He had no such excuse, but his family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the one gang will soon send word about the ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calridia. Calridia, that's the way. To seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do: gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson, and they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? I'm interested. Fuck it, why not? You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you want to try and take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunted will become the hunted, I'll warrant. You'll first want to round up a gang of volunteers. There are always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work. That's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay. So, take this purse of 100 dinars, consider it an advance on your reward. Go round to the villages and use the money to hire some help. I'll reckon you'll need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll collect some men from around the villages. Good. You'll find me again in the taverns here in Guldar after you have got your group together. Then we'll speak about what to do next. So basically, we now go find some people. So this is let's look what we start with properly. We've already seen this. So we start with horse, basic equipment, a fish, and weapons. Now this game also adds, I don't know it understandably, but it says, it basically, due to the fact that its price seems to take down the armor a bit. So I don't understand this completely. Same with the shield and swords. I don't understand it completely, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. So there's mod options, which we're not going to be touching. Although we could, but I don't want to. We do not want to wait for some time. That was not what I meant to do. We can take actions. Spend 32 hours entrenching your campsite. Do not know what to do that. We can manage outposts, inspect your camp, which I've never done. Hopefully it doesn't crash the game. It didn't. Ha! I'm all alone. I'm all alone. Huh. Fair enough. So yeah, let's get out of that. So we select a book to read, something we'll be doing later. Change the color of the factions, export import NPCs, retire from adventuring, or back to the menu. Again, don't want to wait for some time. Reports are actually very big. Now this is the thing I was going to show you. Basically, they have changed everything. So, if you remember correctly, or if you guys have played the main game, you will know that Swadia actually focused on crossbows, not bows. They now have bows now. I actually like that. The Vagars, they just look a bit better. Kurdic Khanate, only 1 infantry and basically the same. Nords do not have bows anymore. They only have axemen. Literally completely focus on axemen, which is actually really good because axes are pretty cool. Redukes, same, basically, in my opinion. Saracid, Sultanate, they seem the same, not my problem. Now, Guldar has a very interesting weapon that the guard gets. He gets pistols. Oh, I so love it. Mercenaries, pretty much the same. Yeah, not really anything interesting. Outlaws, well, yeah, basically the same. Now, there is a custom units. I don't know it too well, but I do know that it is there and I know how it works. You can also apparently brew prosperity reports, but not something I'm going to worry about. Courtship, we will eventually get married, I suppose. I don't see a reason why not. And we can apparently view all items. So these are all the weapons and shields and whatnot. Pretty cool. All armor. Now the armor I will be getting is Heraldic Mail, more than likely, because that's my favorite. It'll be the one with the surcoat, because I like the long one. Anyway, let's focus on doing the mission. Now we're actually going to take a bit longer to do this because we're probably going to be we're going to be building up relations with the villages, depending on what the missions they want me to do. If they want me to train them, I will do. If they want me to get animals or anything, they can fuck off. Because as easy as getting animals is, I just don't want to do it. So this game also has a very complex, better morale system than the base game. Yeah, we're not going to do that. There we go, we're going to teach them to defend themselves. Now, one thing I didn't notice is you can actually train mounted patrols. They can stay mounted patrol, but basically it's an easy way to get access to horsed units. I honestly don't like them, but that's just my opinion. I don't find mounted units useful unless they're extremely heavy. And we're not at the point where I would be using mounted troops, so it's not really useful to me. Now, you will notice that... yeah, the damage is fucking extremely well done in this game. Also, the combat looks better. Yeah. There's a lot of improvements that I like. So, we're going to continually train these guys. We've also lost 4 gold to our guys already. Now, yeah, Guldar is set basically in the... right behind the Vagars and Kurdic Khanate, right in the Snowy Mountains. But... yeah, they're in probably one of the better positions, which is why I started here. Because it's a position used to further myself. Now, at the moment, I'm going to be staying a mercenary and that, but we will eventually be owning our entire own kingdom. Because of the fact that this game and this mod actually adds quite a nice amount of stuff to do with creating a kingdom. Fuck off. There. Oh, bastard. Now, do not count these guys out, because they can fucking hit the shit out of you. I have lost a fair fight in this game, when I'm not actually that bad at this game, but I have lost quite a few fights in this particular mod, because of actually the damage, and how scalable it is, and just how you can get really, really caught off guard really fucking quickly. I think the first thing I'm probably going to do is buy a bow, actually. Get rid of my crossbow, because bows are so much better. Should probably go do that soon, actually. But first things first, we will do this village quest. Now, we will do in village quest until the time where I'm probably about level 10, and I'm able to decently deal with people in hand-to-hand combat properly. Like, dealing with, like, bandits are one thing, but dealing with mercs, now that's what we need to be able to deal with. And we just deal the shit out of him. If I could remember the crouch button, I would teabag them. But anyway, so yes, we're going to focus very much so on basically just being friends with Guldar. And we will probably start by attacking Gorlias. When we do, like, that's a while off. But we will probably attack there first, due to the fact that, well, its position is very strategically important because it's very out of the way, but it's also in a very good position that's going to be very easy to take over. And here we go, we're now in the fight. Oh shit. I would recommend actually sitting on the foot or getting off the horse for this type of thing, because fuck's down. Also, you've got a falcon. I want that. Ow. That son of a bitch is going to be a problem. So this fight is going to be a problem as we deal with tanks like that. People on horses are pretty fucking annoying. F1. Because my men were staying in position, so we're actually just going to now... Now archers are pretty easy to deal with. But that's the bandits. Bandits have fucking way too many weapons. There we go. How many men did I lose? None. Good. Not losing any of my men. What the fuck you just shot? Okay, let's load up. Also, crossbows load very quickly in this. Fuck. I don't actually know where it's shooting. Oh, there he is. Alright, he's probably going to die before I nuke it. Nah, I'm not going to get him from here. If I had a bow, maybe. Crossbow. Okay, maybe I can hit from here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, we don't need any fish, so I'm actually not going to take anything from them. Now, if we recruit... They have a +7 opinion of me. Now, I don't want to recruit the people here because there's too many of them, so we're actually just going to leave. I'm at 24 health, and we're actually going to get all of my men to militia straight away. Militia are a lot better in comparison to these recruits. The recruits are actually really shit. Like, the Guldarian recruits are really wank. And yeah, it's less. So, yeah, actually, depending if he gives me a good quest, I'll probably stay here. Oh, what a dick. He didn't. So this is one of the guys. I've actually not met... This is the first time I've met any of them, people of Guldar. Now, I wasn't going to read that because I just don't want to. Yeah, pretty much. That just seems pretty cool. Pretty nice armor. So let's return to thing. Also, the flags have been updated for this. Like, they've been made much nicer. That's a flag of Brittany. That's a flag of Toulouse. Don't know those two. I know that I recognize that one, like this one, but I can't think of whose it was. There is a tournament here, but I honestly am not going to bother with it because I will get my ass handed to me. So let's go to the tavern and speak to the there he is, Merchant of Guldar. So, splendid work. You have hired enough men to take care of the bandits, or take on the bandits. Now, travelers entered in Guldar have told us that there is a small group of robbers lurking outside the town. I suspect that they are all from the same band, the one that took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them, and make them disclose the location of their lair. Very well, I should hunt for the bandits. Did we get paid yet? I can't remember. No, we didn't. So here are the band of robbers. I'm looking for you. So let's charge the fuckers. There's no real reason to read that. Now my men will have crossbows, so I'm actually going to position them. Yeah. Come on, dickheads. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck off. God, you're bent. Ah, my men are already there. That's good. Fucking hell, you're getting close.
I've been hit!
I prefer you fucking didn't, you dickhead. Anyway, so these guys are going to be pretty much dicks with their... Oh, fuck. Isn't... Crossbows, when you can't use them, are really fucking bullshit. F1, 3. Guys, deal with them, please. Yeah, crossbows, really hate crossbows. So much easier to use a bow. Also, to be fair, I hate horse combat unless I have a two-handed weapon, so... I'm really not in my element right now. There we go, that bottle was one, and we actually lost someone. Aye, spare me, spare my life. Okay, I'm not going to do a bad accent. Let me go, and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade, and you'll never hear of me again. Okay, it's fine, I'll spare your life, but in exchange, I want information. Have you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town? Tell me where you're hiding him, and give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir. Fucking hell. Bless you. We've done the lad no harm. We've been keeping him in a hideout near Penile. I'll describe the area nearby in detail so there's no mistaking it. And we don't have prison management. I forgot to give myself prisoner management. That makes sense. So, yeah, just going to take this. Give myself a little hat. I'm just going to take this shit he's got. We actually got 27 dinars from that. Go back to the place. And you can actually borrow money here. Up to 5 grand you can buy land. I mean, it's very interesting what you can do. I just haven't done any of it because of the fact that I've never had money. Yeah, let's get rid of all this. Now, is there a slashing weapon here? Predominantly slashing, like a rusty sword of war. That is my type of weapon. That is like the bread and butter of me and weapons. If I had the money to afford that, I would actually... Huh. Wait a minute. Just give me another 400 as well. Okay, so we owe this dickhead quite a bit of money. But I now have a sword of war, so I am actually a lot more threatening on the battlefield. I don't have the power draw to use a bow at the moment because I didn't actually focus it, even though I'm going to end up using the bow. So, armor. Armor is extremely expensive, so don't expect to get anything, if I'm honest. 20 to boot, that's actually really fucking good. We can't afford it, though. So anyway, let's not fucking worry about that. Let's go to the tavern. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. That's good. There we go. So you found out where they hid my brother. Splendid work. I flatter myself that I'm a fine judge of character, and you look to be a man to get things done. Now go out and save his unworthy hide. Very well. I'll go now to attack the bandits in their lair and find your brother. Actually, I don't. We're gonna sit here for the end of the part. Once we're at 100%, we're gonna end the part, and I'm gonna see your opinion. Then we're gonna move out in the next part. But until then, we're actually just gonna sit here, have a nice little rest. It looks like the Duchy of Guldar are based on French flag, because that's the Burgundian flag. Don't know what this is. Oh, yes, it's tell me my money due. So we have a debt of 1,100. Deadline April 23rd. Next month, basically. We should be at 100% health now. Nope. So we'll spend until about 80, and then we will end the part. So... yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to actually do this, and then we're going to continually find... we're going to find people to kill, because we need to. We're going to make that money back very, very slowly. Which is why I try not to borrow money in the first place. But we needed it. Now that should be enough. It is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to end this part here. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next part. I'll see you guys then.